Just after 9:45 on BBC Newcastle. Now, here's a story. I'm really delighted my children are now in school and not listening to this. But if Mike, they're begging me to have a cat. If you're considering adopting a cat, let me tell you about Rufus and about Toby. According to the charity Cat Chat, these little cats are two of the most overlooked cats in the UK. They're right here in the northeast, Rufus, South Shields, Toby, Gateshead, and together they've been in rescue care for 5 years. So we want to help find them a home. It's got to be the right home. It's got to be for the right reasons, not to be taken lightly. So listen to this. I've been chatting to Cat Chat supporter and rock legend Jethro Tull frontman Ian Anderson. And this is our chat earlier.
I've had many cats over the years, and being more of a cat person than a dog person, it's a lifetime of so many memories. Runs the all-time loser, headlong to his death. That when you have a new family member join you, hopefully for a good few years to come, then first of all, it's a big responsibility.
Yes.
Secondly, it's a very rewarding responsibility if you can establish that relationship with an animal that has perhaps had some difficult circumstances. It's not just a friendly little 8-week-old kitten that you've found online, and it's ready to bond and be friendly with almost anyone. But quite often, cats in rescue homes can be a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah.
And so I think you've always got to think through what it is you're trying to do and what it is you're willing to commit long term. So, for children, yes, it's a lifelong buddy. If they don't get bored with it and decide that, boys or girls are more fun, or video games or whatever it might be. But it's a commitment, and hopefully one that people will take seriously and will be so rewarding, as I have found over my many years of adopting cats, many of them feral cats from the wild.
Let's just talk about these two cats in particular, Rufus in South Shields, Toby in Gateshead. What can you tell me about them?
Well, a lot depends on how sociable they were able to be at that crucial age of around 5 or 6 weeks, because we live out in the countryside, and over the many years we have rescued a lot of feral kittens who've been abandoned by their mum or been found by somebody, a neighbour perhaps in their barn, and desperately hungry and needing a home. And so we've done, I think last time I counted, it was about 22 or 23 feral kittens over the many years. And they've all turned out to be just great companions and house pets. But that crucial period, really, in the early days, is so important to get them from being a hissing, spitting, terrified little ball of fur to being, a little friendly creature that cuddles up on your pillow next to you every night.
What kind of tips, tools, or tactics would you suggest in that crucial phase you've been talking about?
Well, it's about being gentle and quiet, and not spooking the animal by too many people at a time. They don't really bond with one person. Cats tend to be, once they're sociable amongst people, they will spread their affection, and as long as they trust you. But I think that crucial time is not to overwhelm it. Keep it quiet. Keep it, give it a room where it feels secure.
And as far as some people, with dogs, we often speak to dog experts, very rarely cat experts, to be honest, and they suggest leaving music on or the radio turn. You're obviously a great musician. Do your cats like your music?
Well, the dogs certainly don't. That I can tell you. They run howling into the distance if they hear me playing the flute. But I have one cat who's, since he was a kitten, he's been fascinated by the flute. And if he hears it, he desperately wants to come in the room. And he comes in and he wriggles and rolls around on the floor in some state of ecstasy. And in that regard, he's probably a little unusual, because the sound of the flute could be a little strident, a little bit unpleasant for sensitive ears. So I can only assume that either he's a real music lover or he doesn't have sensitive ears. He'll listen to anything. But he's equally fond of CNN news. He's equally fond of Nothing to Declare or any TV program that's left on for him to sit and watch from the end of the bed. He's quite a television cat.
Bit of prog rock there. So that's Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull chatting about cats. Cat chat. Well done. I'm glad, as I say, my kids are now safely in school and not listening to that because they've been begging me for a cat. I've now got Misha and Beth, who are taking your calls this morning, telling me through my headphones, I've got to get cats for the kids. I'm being cruel to my kids by now.